These children are practicing to duck and cover. We all know the atomic bomb is very dangerous. Since it may be used against us, we must get ready for it, just as we are ready for many other dangers that are around us all the time. You will know when it comes. We hope it never comes, but we must get ready. It looks something like this. There is a bright flash, brighter than the sun, brighter than anything you've ever seen. If you are not ready and did not know what to do, it could hurt you in different ways. It could knock you down hard or throw you against a tree or a wall. It is such a big explosion, it can smash in buildings and knock signboards over and break windows all over town. But if you duck and cover like Bert, you will be much safer. You and I don't have shells to crawl into like Bert the turtle, so we have to cover up in our own way. First, you duck, and then you cover. You may be in your schoolyard playing. You might be out playing at home. The bomb might explode without any warning. Then the first thing we would know about it would be the flash. And that means duck and cover fast, wherever you are. There's no time to look around or wait.
I'm Chris Perguidi, and I'm here with Brad.
Hey, Brad Rader.
And Brad's going to tell us a little bit about his comic books. So what is it that you've been working on here?
Well, right now I'm working on an animated feature called War of the Worlds. It's an animated cartoon feature. It's going to be coming out probably next year. It's like it takes place in New York City after the original War of the Worlds, and the United States has gotten all the Martian technology, and then the Martians attack like 20 years later, and so what I'm doing right now is reworking another artist's storyboard, and that's what I'm working on right now. What this is I did a graphic novel for DC Vertigo for their new crime imprint. They're doing like a adult crime noir, film noir kind of imprint, and this is going to be coming out next April. It's called Fogtown. It stars this guy who's a Mike Hammer, Mickey Spillane-esque private detective who's bisexual, and he gets involved with the teenage sex trade and transgenders back in 1953 San Francisco. And this is my self-published work. This is a graphic novel called Harry and Dickless Tom about two heterosexual truck driving partners who are homophobic jerks. And one night after a night of gay bashing, Tom is visited by the vagina goddess in his dreams and wakes up in the morning with a vagina. And he becomes a better man for having a vagina. And that's that. Anything else you want to know?
So, what are your influences?
Well, actually, I just bought this today. I'm really into Milk Caniff. What? A legend, yes. I like Alex Toth, Milk Caniff, Alex Raymond. I'm real old school in that regard. I like Mike Mignola and the Hernandez brothers, and Kyle Baker, Dan Clowes, Bernie Krigstein, Neil Adams, Jack Kirby. So I'm pretty old school.
I think those are some good influences. Some solid artists you got there. So how long have you been working in the comic book animation industry?
Well, I got my first job back in 1983 at Ruby Spears, working on the Puppies, New Adventures, and Mr. T. No, not Mr. T, but Rubik's Cube. They had a cartoon show about Rubik's Cube, you know, the cube you go like that. And
I remember Rubik's Cube.
Oh, okay. All right. And I worked on Rainbow Bright for a long time, and I worked on the first season of Batman back in '91 and Gargoyles, and I directed for a while on the Space Monkeys TV show, and I got an Emmy for directing an episode of Spawn for HBO, and I did comics. I did comics for a while. I did some Batman comics for DC, and a mini-series for Dark Horse called The Mark. This is really wild sitting next to this booth. I mean, because those screaming girls really like make me think about what it must have been like to be at those old Beatles concerts back at like Shea Stadium, where there were like 100,000 screaming teenage girls. There's only like about 150 in there, and it's like ear piercing. So yeah.
So what did you think about Miss California's comments? What did you think about Miss California's comments at the?
I don't know about it. Apparently, like she said that marriage is for like man and a woman or something. You know, that's her opinion. You know, it's like whatever. I have no problem with them not liking gay marriage. You know, don't be gay and don't be married. That's fine. I don't have a problem. I just like when they try and like make it so that nobody else can either. That's the problem. You know.
So how are you enjoying the convention so far?
Well, so far I've sold $30 worth of merchandise. You know.
Is that good or bad?
Well, that's better than the last event I was at, where I sold about $25 over a 2-day period. So it's a better, you know. I've been at it for about 5 hours, and I sold $30 worth of stuff. So I didn't have to pay for the tables, so that's good.
Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to me.
Well, I guess we're done.